Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you with another video about acrylic fill-in. So this is the acrylic fill-in that she went for 3 weeks already. So she came back, she need a fill-in. So right now her finger have gel polish over it. So first of all, you have to use the drill to take the gel polish off first. Yes, so make sure that you take all the polish good from the old acrylic. And you see the way I drill it out? Yeah, just drill them, make sure all the polish out. And then I change to the paper one. So yeah, see the paper one, it's very important that you use that the paper one is to clean up the cuticle good and to cut the nail too. Normally when you want the customer want to cut the nail, you have to use with the paper drill. This way it's not slippery or something like that. See that? So when you clean up the customer cuticle, you have to make sure all around the nail you clean up good. This way when you put acrylic on, the acrylic it stay good. If you don't clean up it's good, when you put the acrylic on it, it will be lifting or something. That's why you have to make it like really good. So in this video, because when I did her nail, it take like around an hour. That's why I make it a little bit fast. But I have the slow video before too. I show you before with the last video that I make it slow. But because this one, when I do with customer, I have to make sure everything good and clean. That's why it took me a long time. So I don't want to put like the whole video for you to sit and watch. So just to watch the way I do, and then the technique that I did with the customer, like real. It just like it's a real job. It's not something that I just do the video. This is I did it with the customer, So I just want to share how I did the feeling with the customer now. Okay, so when you watch this video, you have to make sure with the trick. This is my trick. Like after I cut, I always compare customer nail again and again, because it really important that when you do customer, all the two hand have to be the same. All the finger, like ring finger and left and right, it makes sure they both the same. It's the trick that some people they don't even pay attention and they just like do it, and then after they finish, and then customer like, oh, this nail longer than the other. And before I did this, I make a lot of mistake. Like I don't pay my attention. I just cut the customer nail, and then I never compare until like customer keep complaining about it, like, oh, this finger longer than the other, this hand longer than the other. And then I realize that I have to pay attention with that. It's really important that you pay attention every little thing. So this way it's your credit too. Like when customer come to you, and then the way you do it, it just like make customer feel comfortable with you, that you pay attention like every little thing. Okay, so now it's time to put the acrylic on the customer nail. So before you put the acrylic on, you have to put the primer, and the primer is really important that it make the acrylic and your nails stay together good. If you don't put it on, it could be lifting for somehow, you know. And look, the way I put acrylic on. When you put acrylic on, you have to make sure like you build the nail back. Like some nail, when they come back, it could be break a little bit here and there, so you have to fill it back, like build it up back to like the nail again. And if the side it's doesn't have acrylic or something like that, you just fill it back in. And when you fill it back in, you have to like make sure like in the middle of the nail have to be higher than the side. It when you look at it, it look like turtle back, like, you know, it high on the top, and then on the side it thinner. So it's the shape that it's make your fingernail looks nice. That is the trick too. You cannot just like make the customer nail like flat, or you know, where it thin on the top and then on the end of the nail it's like very thick, something like that. No. So you have to make sure you feel it, every little thing on the nail, clean it up good. Don't put acrylic over the skin, and make sure you build all the nail back good. And when you put acrylic on, you have to like tap it a little bit on the top. This way it make the acrylic it become, you know, the new one and the old one, it stick together good, you know. Just tap it on the top a little bit. See that? And because yeah, this finger you cannot see much, because I pay attention with the finger of the I pay attention with the customer finger, so that's why the camera is a little bit cut down. But yeah, that is the way I do. Look. So in this video I just want to share you know, some of the trick that some people they, you know, they don't pay attention. It's, you know, it's take a while to be good with acrylic nail. When you look at it, it's easy, but when you do it, it's not easy. It's took me a long time to be good, and even now I don't think I am perfect yet. I still have to learn something, because you know what, customer finger, like if you have 100 customer, they all have different finger, different shape of finger too. And when you do the nail for them, you have to like flexible with the fingernail too. You cannot just do the same. Like, I mean, you can do the same, but you have to like flexible by the customer finger. Some customer they like very curved. Some customer it just like the nail like up high. You know, you have to build the nail follow the finger of the customer. This way it you know, you just make the finger look nicer, not make the nail look you know, bad. So they come to see you because they want to look better. So this is the way I file her nail. The shape of her nail is, we call it like square and then round on the side. That's why I file it the side first, and then in the middle, and then I file the underneath of the side again. Yeah. So after you file the customer nail, now it's time to, normally I like to use the small drill to clean it up first before I smooth it. A lot of customer, they like it when you clean up underneath good. And it also my experience too. Before I don't pay attention much with underneath, but after you done, customer feel uncomfortable underneath, and then they keep picking it at it, and then when they picking at it and the nail polish it chip, or it make the acrylic lifting because of they keep picking at it, you know. So you have to make sure that you make everywhere of the nail smooth. This way, when the customer feel the nail and it feels smooth, they don't pick at it. So it's also the trick that make the nail stay longer too. So you know that the acrylic, if you keep picking at it, it make it lifting very easy. That's why you have to make sure everywhere of the nail after you polish, it's smooth and clean. And yeah, that's why I rather to like spend a little bit more time with customer to make them feel better and happier than I do it like very fast, and then they don't like my job, you know. So when I do the filling, it took me at least 45 minutes to an hour. Like for a nail, it took me almost an hour. Yeah, after I drill it with the smoother, this is the last drill. So when the first drill I use the paper, and the last drill I use the paper too, because the paper drill, I'm sorry if I say it wrong, because it's my, I know that my English is not very good, but I hope that you understand, because when you learn to do nail, you will see all those stuff. So when you see me do the paper drill, you know that what it is. So that paper one, it just to smooth it, just to make the nail smooth, and then when you polish, it make the polish stay good too. Yeah. After I use that paper drill, it's almost the end. So this is the last file too. This is the last file that I file it to make sure everything good, smooth. And then this is my trick too. After I file, I always flip the customer finger, like not flip, it's just turn it over, so to make sure that all the shape that I gave it to her, she like it smooth, and then it's good together. Normally I always like turn the customer finger to make sure that I do the good shape for her. And then after that, I kind of like bob it a little bit to make the nail smooth before I polish. Yeah. After that, yeah, now it's time to polish. So before I polish, normally I don't let customer go wash, because when you go wash, sometimes the nail get wet, and then when you don't clean up it's good, it make the polish peel. So I rather to polish before let her wash. After I finish, I will let her go wash after I polish. So I already cleaned up the cuticle. The cuticle I just clean up very little, and then now it's time to polish. So to polish, it's really important that you have to like polish all over the nail, like up very close to cuticle, and then you make sure that all every side of the nail like full. Don't miss the spot, because when you miss it, it doesn't, it make the finger look doesn't look nice. So you have to make sure that you polish on the top round, and then to the side you kind of cover the top of the nail to cover it very good, side to side, the front, you know. Because some customer they are very picky, some customer they are not, but no matter what they picky or not, you have to make sure that you do the right way for them, so this way they, you know, they happy and then they come back. Yeah, that is the way I polish for customer. Like I make sure everywhere cover. See that? Yeah. And on the top of the nail it's round. So nowadays a lot of customer they do gel polish, because gel polish it stay really good and it's shiny, and plus you know, it dry immediately. They don't have to sit and wait to dry and then they roll it. So the gel polish is really popular right now. I don't have much customer that they do the regular polish anymore. Yes. This color is very nice for winter time. It used to be my favorite color. Yes, almost done. Yeah, when you're doing nail, it's take a long time. Hair and nail, it really take time. But after you get them done and then it stay for a couple of weeks, it's worth it. See that? I polish. Make sure everywhere cover. Yeah, this is the second coat. And then it's going to be the last coat is the top coat. So even the top coat, when you polish top coat, you have to be careful too. You have to make sure that you polish all over the nail and cover everywhere. Because if you don't cover it everywhere, it will you will see that it's not you know, you will see that it's not covered full of your nail. So yeah, it almost the end of the video. Thank you so much for you like take your time to watch the video. Please help me to subscribe my channel, and then I will make more video to show you with more video. Thank you so much. Thank you.